Hi, my name is Mike. I own Mike's Carburetor Parts and Restoration. You can find parts for this carburetor, which is a Motorcraft 2150, on the website at www.mikescarburetor.com, or follow the link where you found this video. I'm going to just install a new float in this carburetor and adjust the float level, and basically that's what I'm going to show you here in this video. So here's my new brass float. This carburetor came with what's called a nitrofill float. It kind of looked like that, you know, the black plastic kind of thing, and I replace them with the brass when I can, when I have brass. The nitrofill tends to absorb fuel over the years. So anyhow, so I put the float pin in it, and our kits come with this little clip right here, a new one, and simply clip it like this. And this clip is gonna go around the seat, kind of hold the float in, and here's the new needle, and I got the little clip that came in the kit and put on the needle. And what this is going to do is hook onto the float like so, and when the float comes up, it'll pull that needle up, make sure it doesn't stick closed. And that's basically what it's for. Okay, so I need to put it on right there. Okay, and then take the clip and push it down to the recess on the seat. There we go, clipped in there, and that's going to hold it right in there nice and tight. Now the way you measure the float on these is you hold the float down back here, so that seats the seat, and you just hold it down here, and you measure, come back from the toe about 1/16 of an inch or so, and you measure from the top of the float bowl here down to the carburetor. And on this, now you got to follow your specifications. It's different for each vehicle. This one I know it happens to be 3/16, and I can see it's off a bunch. It's and basically, in general, your float will end up being level, and you can see how, if you can see it in the video, you can see how far off that one is. But I would bet that when we're done, it'll be almost level. So I'm going to try and bend this tab without removing the float, and don't put pressure down on your seat too hard, because you'll damage it. I'm just going to see if I can bend this a little. Of course, I got to bend it the right way. Okay. So let's see, our little stick here, we got 3/16, and that's going to be 6/32 roughly. So we're still quite a ways off. Bend it up a little more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so there we go, and that's, like I say, to measure, you hold it down as if it was full of fuel. Now this is what you call the dry setting, by the way. Obviously it's dry. There is a wet setting when it has fuel in it. So if you have it in the car, take top off, and you got it full of fuel, you can measure it. Of course, you wouldn't have to hold this down. You would measure the float. Of course, in-house, I do the dry setting, which is just fine. So there you go. That's how you set the float in a Motorcraft 2150.